Ahlan, Maui and Trizzy here. In this part of our Egyptian dream trip, we'll be in Marsa Alam, a beach town on the east side of Egypt where the iconic Red Sea is. Marsa Alam isn't mentioned much compared to Sharm el-Sheikh, which is another beach town along the Red Sea that's more popular because of its proximity to Cairo for a day trip. Marsa Alam may sound small, but they do have their own international airport that you can fly to from parts of Europe, and also domestically from Cairo and Luxor. We'll talk about how we got here from Aswan, our gorgeous stay at the Hilton Marsa Alam Nubian resort, and our memorable snorkeling experience in the Red Sea. Let's jump into it. We used a highly recommended company on TripAdvisor called Stevens Taxi to transport us from Aswan to Marsa Alam. The flat rate one-way for a private shuttle was $190, but at the last minute they politely asked if we could ride with one other couple for a discounted rate of $165. Stevens Taxi was very professional and punctual. They arrived at our meeting point in Aswan, also known as KFC, on time and drove us to Marsa Alam in a comfortable and well-maintained Sprinter. Link in the description for Stevens Taxi's info. The drive was 6 hours though, with one stop along the way to stretch and use the restroom. We had to get some footage of this restroom because, look at it, the natural light hits nice. Here are some transportation tips. Book your shuttle in advance, especially during peak season. Make sure you're booking with a trusted company because a copy of your passport will be required for confirmation. You'll encounter lots of military checkpoints during the journey. Bring cash for payment and tip, and confirm which currency to pay in. Some companies may allow for prepayment. Be prepared for a long drive. Bring some snacks and drinks for the journey. There aren't many places to stop along the way. Parts of the road are bumpy for a long stretch, so if you tend to get motion sick, take some Dramamine the night before and the morning of. The drive from Aswan to Marsa Alam is scenic, with plenty of desert landscapes to admire. We saw some wild camels. We arrived safely around 2 p.m., as expected since we left Aswan around 8 a.m. We hopped out of the Sprinter and stretched to admire our first look of bright Hilton Marsa Alam Nubian resort. This hotel is secluded along the coast of Marsa Alam, which is the break we needed after jumping from planes to boats to long car rides for the past week. There's no shops, restaurants, or any type of businesses around here. Everything is in the resort, even an ATM machine. Our room wasn't ready after we checked in, but the lunch buffet was, so we hit that up first. This meal was essential after a 6-hour drive. French fries never tasted so good. The vibrant colors of Aswan's Nubian village lived on the resort here. A shuttle cart brought us to our room. We got a glimpse of how our next 2 nights will be like around the resort. Our room itself felt like paradise. It had high ceilings, a workspace, great natural lighting, a huge balcony with furnishing that you could relax on with a gentle November breeze as you appreciate your view of the Red Sea. The restroom was luxe. A bath with shower, a toilet, and a bidet, which we didn't know how to use. The Hilton Marsa Alam Nubian Resort is an all-inclusive hotel that has 4 pools, a fitness center, direct access to the beach, and retail shops that are inside the resort and outside by the beach. We were invited to sip some tea at one of the stores. Surprisingly, there was no pressure to buy, so we highly enjoyed the tea and the extra entertainment of the different perfumes and oils. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner were delectable. The breakfast choices included Western styles such as eggs and sausage, and also the traditional Egyptian breakfast like bilila, a sweet porridge-like hot dish. Lunch can be eaten inside at the resort or outside at the beach, like after a few hours of snorkeling. Not only did dinner provide tasty choices in the buffet, there was a separate food station outside, different from the typical buffet spread. Nightly live entertainment came with dinner as well. Although this resort is so secluded, you won't feel like there's nothing to do because of the daily activities like a dance party in the pool. There was a designated running/walking path around the resort that we took advantage of at sunrise by running a 5K to be blessed with the giant flaming Egyptian sun.
Thanks for running with me in Egypt, y'all.
One of the amazing things of being here was catching the sunrise on the east side and then later catching the sunset on the west. There's a hotel shuttle that can bring you to the beach and back as it loops around the resort. Depending on where your room is, it might be at least a 5 to 10 minute walk. It's a fun paved path and direct access to the beach. You'll see miniature sculptures of the temples and pyramids around Egypt along the way. Once you get to the beach, you can buy or rent snorkeling gear, find souvenirs, and purchase a snorkeling excursion. We brought our own snorkeling gear, a full face mask and small fins. The beach had an abundance of loungers under straw umbrellas. When you're walking the beach, you'll get a chance to take fun content with the art and decor that is placed on the sand. Close to the shore, there's a turtle nesting area. We just missed the nesting season, which is between March and September. This explains the wild turtles you'll see while snorkeling. The Red Sea is a place where you'll want to snorkel at. The corals were alive and flourishing. You're told not to swim over a large portion of the corals. Instead, there's a rope that'll indicate that you can only swim aside them. We made our way into the sea. Temperature was on the colder side, but don't let this stop you. The visibility was so clear. Every fish, turtle, stingray, and corals did not go unnoticed. Because we snorkeled on our own, we didn't go far enough into the water to spot some dugongs, which are known to be seen in the Red Sea. If you want to spot some dugongs, book a tour prior to the trip or with the vendors at the hotel. That'll accommodate that. We had an unforgettable snorkel experience though. How cool is it to say that we snorkeled in the Red Sea? Two nights had gone by, and again, we didn't want to leave so soon. We had pre-arranged with Steven's Taxi a $31 private shuttle to Marsa Alam Airport, more than half the price of what the Hilton would have charged for a 30-minute drive. We flew from EgyptAir going direct to our next stop, Cairo. The 1-hour flight cost $96 one way per person, which allowed check-in bags and to choose our seats upon booking. One issue we had on booking and requesting for a refund with EgyptAir was their website wasn't compatible with browsers such as Safari or Google Chrome. So use Mozilla Firefox if dealing with them. And don't even try to call them. On the other hand, our flights with EgyptAir never delayed. Our bags didn't get lost, and it's under the Star Alliance loyalty program. If you're interested in purchasing the snorkeling gear we bring on our trips, check out our affiliate links in the description. There'll also be the camera we use for our underwater activity, which is the Insta360 X3, proofed with the dive case. Vital for capturing 360-degree angles of the subject. When we posted on Instagram about our time in Marsa Alam, we received many messages about how we introduced people to a new side of Egypt that they didn't realize was there. Some didn't have Egypt on their radar to begin with, but we were lucky enough to have and share the great experience we had to help inspire others to want to visit. Egypt is more than just a desert full of temples, pyramids, and mummies. Visiting Marsa Alam is evident of how big Egypt is and how much more this country can offer than what you see on TVs and movies. We hope we've provided enough reason for you to visit Egypt with our incredible time in Marsa Alam. Cheers to snorkeling in the Red Sea in Egypt. Thank you for watching Maui and Trizzy. Subscribe and get notified for more of our experiences around the globe. Shukran!